What's going on, everyone? Another TYSK report is here. Let's dive in. Wyze AI-powered dog collar lets you monitor pet behavior via Apple Watch. Smart pet tech company Wyze's new AI collar allows dog owners to monitor their pooch's movements, health, and habits via their Apple Watch. The Wyze Series 3 Plus launched on Monday with new behavior detection features, Apple Watch app integration, and improved GPS tracking compared to its predecessor. Wyze says the Series 3 Plus can capture meaningful changes in a dog's behavior with 80% accuracy. In addition to the steps and sleep tracking, the new collar monitors for barking, licking, scratching, eating, and drinking habits to flag any trends and irregularities over time. The aim is to help users be more proactive about potentially concerning changes in their dog's health, but it's worth noting that there are reports about smart wearables providing more anxiety than peace of mind. The GPS tracking signal sensitivity has been doubled compared to the previous model to provide more accurate location tracking. In addition, a new AI-powered document analysis feature has also been added to the app that can pull health information from vet records, bills, or insurance documents. The collar comes in 5 sizes and 4 colors: yellow, blue, pink, or gray. Pricing is inclusive of the app features and subscription-based, starting at $14 per month with no additional cost for the collar hardware. Alright, so for all you dog lovers out there, you now have this Wyze AI dog collar that could be utilized to give you a full scope of your dog, enhancing the ability to keep your dog as healthy as possible. Also, with that statement about smart wearables providing more anxiety for people, I think over time this type of technology is going to get better and better, and with the results that you get and the comfort that it would provide for your dog, as if it's just a regular dog collar, more and more people will begin to become less anxious about it. And I do believe over time this type of technology is going to be talked about in a lot of different dog owner communities, and soon this company and others could start to see smart pet tech technology pick up in the future. Dynamic partners with Noodoe to create self-driving delivery ecosystem. Dynamic, a developer of autonomous delivery vehicles, last week partnered with Noodoe, an electric vehicle charging and energy management software provider. The company said they plan to create an end-to-end ecosystem bringing together self-driving delivery vans with artificial intelligence-powered charging management. Noodoe said it is dedicated to facilitating the global transition towards sustainable autonomous transportation through technical leadership and AI-powered software. The Broomfield, Colorado-based company added that it has created the Electric Vehicle Operating System (EVOS) to empower businesses worldwide to enter or expand in local EV charging markets. With expertise across perception, planning, control, and system integration, Dynamic said it delivers fully driverless vehicles that can operate reliably in geofenced environments without human intervention. The Shenzhen, China-based company said its platforms combine hardware, software, and AI to enable safe, efficient, and scalable deployment across various use cases, from last-mile delivery to campus and logistics scenarios. Dynamic listed 6 technologies at the core of its autonomous vehicles, which are early-stage fusion hardware, HD map, proprietary multi-sensor fusion perception, passenger vehicle perception and control, control by wire chassis, and MSF localization. Under the partnership, Dynamic's delivery vehicles will connect directly to Noodoe's EVOS. This enables each electric vehicle to locate, schedule, pay for, and complete charging sessions autonomously. The company said they plan to jointly pursue pilot deployments to validate an integrated system that delivers zero-emission deliveries around the clock with minimal human intervention. Noodoe and Dynamic also said they are closing the loop between motion and power by linking Dynamic's WD2 last-mile delivery vehicles directly to Noodoe's EVOS. The AI-driven EVOS will autonomously manage charging infrastructure and activities while integrating its single pane of glass fleet management system. It's not too often that we hear about companies working on a self-driving delivery ecosystem, but in the past I've talked about the transformation that's happening when it comes to the world of delivery. So with something like this, and then with the addition of this quadruped, you now have a pair of 2 different types of technology that would be able to deliver packages from people on the ground floor all the way up to the highest floor. With something like this, I think the day is going to come where they're they're going to create roads and routes for this self-driving technology to ride on, being able to deliver packages, stop, and then just keep on going from one building to another. HistoSonics Edison system gains early market access in the UK. HistoSonics recently announced that its Edison histotripsy system for non-invasively destroying liver tumors has secured limited UK market access. According to the Plymouth, Minnesota-based company, the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency in Great Britain granted controlled early limited market access under an unmet clinical need authorization available through the UK's Innovative Devices Access Pathway program. The Edison system uses focused ultrasound energy to provide histotripsy therapy delivered via a robotic arm. The non-thermal, non-invasive focused ultrasound technology mechanically destroys and liquefies targeted tissue and tumors without the invasiveness or toxicity of traditional procedures. HistoSonics noted that physicians who have completed company-provided training should only use the device. The clinical judgment of a qualified and appropriately trained physician should always guide its use. HistoSonics last month secured its first major insurance coverage for histotripsy. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan and Blue Care Network created a new medical policy for histotripsy of the liver. The policy covers non-thermal histotripsy using the Edison histotripsy system for the treatment of primary and metastatic liver tumors. To date, more than 50 leading medical centers across the U.S. have adopted the Edison histotripsy system. Surgeons, radiologists, and oncologists have used it to treat over 1,500 patients, claim HistoSonics. So that's just some of the latest news in relation to healthcare. We have that ultrasound technology being able to eliminate diseases within the body. So with something like this, it's only a matter of time before we hear about ultrasound technology being utilized to do other things in and outside of healthcare. Also, could we be looking at the future of what surgery is going to look like, where this type of technology is going to be able to repair and fix things that are broken inside of the body? Possibly, but in due time, we shall find out if that's going to happen in the future. Archer began piloted operations of its flagship Midnight electric aircraft. All-electric aircraft developer Archer has entered a key development phase ahead of a full-fledged flight certification and commercial operations. Recently, Archer completed a piloted flight in its flagship Midnight aircraft, demonstrating a conventional takeoff and landing instead of vertical. For the past year, much of Archer's company news has revolved around new partnerships and plans to implement all-electric air taxi networks worldwide using its flagship Midnight aircraft. Unfortunately, most of that coverage has not included any test flights until now. Per Archer, it took years of safe, autonomous flight testing data to build the company's piloted flight, which was operated by the company's chief test pilot, Jeff Greenwood. While many of the autonomous flights have helped validate Midnight's aircraft's vertical takeoff and landing VTOL capabilities, Archer's pilot test flight is a huge win. Greenwood's flight, which took place in Salinas, California, achieved a top speed of 125 miles per hour and a maximum altitude of 1,500 feet above ground level while testing the Archer aircraft's landing gear during takeoff and landing. Archer said that now the Midnight aircraft has entered the piloted testing phase, Greenwood and the team will continue to test key elements such as flight control responsiveness, stability, aerodynamics, and control model validation. Okay, so this has been a really great week when it comes to electric vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts. I brought you some news earlier today about Beta Technologies, and now we have this news right here from Archer. So it looks like things are headed in the right direction when it comes to the growth of this type of transportation. So it's only a matter of time before lots of people are going to be flying on one of these aircrafts. The Polestar 4 now comes from South Korea instead of China. The 2026 Polestar 4 is now on sale in the US, and instead of being manufactured in China like the 2025 version, this all-electric coupe will be imported from South Korea. Now, Polestar is a Volvo offshoot based in Sweden, and like Volvo, it's owned by China's Geely. But with trade tension between the US and China escalating, Polestar's owners made a deal with Renault Korea Motors to manufacture the Polestar 4 at the company's plant in Busan. The EVs assembled there will be distributed to North America as well as the South Korean market. The Polestar 4 is a coupe-style SUV with a targeted range of over 300 miles and a 102 kilowatt battery. One of the most distinctive features is the total absence of a rear window, which Polestar argues enables a new kind of immersive rear occupant experience. The company says it will be the fastest production car to date, with a 0 to 60 mile per hour sprint of 3.7 seconds for the dual motor versions and a maximum power output of 400 kilowatts or 544 horsepower. Both dual and single motor versions will be available, with single motor versions featuring rear wheel drive. In addition, the 102 kilowatt battery is fitted to both long range versions. The 2026 model will go into production in South Korea later this summer for anticipated customer deliveries in the fall. So I wanted to bring you this news because of the little scenario that's going on when it comes to the electric vehicle market and the tension that's happening between the United States and China with this Polestar vehicle. Now that it's being sold in the United States, even though it's not a China vehicle, it is owned by a Chinese company. So I think over time what's going to happen is, if the sales for this vehicle does really well, and with lots of uncertainty happening here in the United States when it comes to electric vehicle adoption, I think the success of Polestar would give a great advantage to those Chinese-made companies like BYD and Xpeng to work out some type of deal with the Trump administration to where they can begin to ship their vehicles here to the United States. Now, I know it's a wild prediction, but in the world of technology, you should already know that lots of exciting and interesting and out of this world things are happening on a daily basis. So this could play out exactly as I stated or similar to it. Wyze's latest smart bulb is also a camera. Wyze's new security camera is attached to a light bulb. The smart home company has devised a genius solution to illuminating your porch or patio with light while also keeping an eye on potential prowlers. The Wyze Bulb Cam is a motion activated smart light and security camera that doesn't require any power cables or batteries and is powered by a light fixture. The Wyze Bulb Cam features a 160-degree field of view, 2K resolution with wide dynamic range, and color night vision. It also has two-way audio, works over a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and offers local storage via an onboard micro SD card. The device works with the Wyze's app, and the company offers cloud recording starting at $3 a month, which adds smart alerts for things like people, packages, and pets. Wyze stated that the camera is also compatible with Wyze's new AI-powered features, including descriptive alerts that summarize motion events and its NBD filter that aims to cut down on notifications, but you'll need to pay for Wyze's $20 a month Cam Unlimited Pro subscription. The camera and lights are also compatible with Amazon Alexa, Google Home, and IFTTT. John Deere acquires drone field scouting company Centera. John Deere acquired aerial imagery provider Centera as the 188-year-old agricultural machinery manufacturer continues to expand the capabilities of its precision agriculture technology. Centera's field scouting platform allows farmers to gather high-resolution, multispectral images with its drone-mounted cameras. The data is then processed with Centera's Field Agent, which uses AI and machine learning to help farmers access plant-level health, identify crop stressors, and take appropriate actions. Currently, Centera's primary use case is in weed management. Centera-equipped drones fly over fields at high speeds and generate high-resolution images, which identify the exact location of specific weeds and are used to generate a weed map. Centera's Smart Script Weeds uses the map to produce a targeted prescription for how much herbicide a farmer needs to load into the sprayer. The prescription, once generated, is wirelessly sent to John Deere equipment through its operations center. In addition, the weed maps are not the only actionable data Centera's platform can produce. It can also be used in the field to access pest, crop stand uniformity, and disease. This deal is not expected to have much of an impact on the company's existing relationships either. Centera will continue to supply cameras to drone manufacturers for use with their products and sell to farmers, agronomists, and agricultural retailers, while the operations center will remain open for other drone imagery providers.